Happy Friday. Welcome to This is Private Practice. It's Friday afternoon and it's time for all the bubbles. Yes, it's sparkling mineral water, but it's refreshing and it's lovely and it doesn't give me a migraine. So yay for the sparkling bubbles. How has your week been? This is a time when we can come together as entrepreneurial clinicians in private practice, and celebrate all that we do, the good, the not so good, client achievements, personal achievements. Just the fact that someone even got out of bed this week has been a massive achievement. So I'm looking forward to people jumping on the call, noticing that I'm here. Hello. I want to celebrate something pretty significant today. So, hey, Beck, celebrating Beck because Beck's pretty awesome. I have been in business now since 2008, 2009. And another feature of my personality is that I like to jump in and do things. It's why I'm such a strong coach, because I'm a strong implementer. I really like to get things moving and get things done. And I find activities and tasks and working with people, when we start something, it builds momentum and it makes me want to keep going and want to keep going. Don't necessarily have the strongest completion drive around processes and systems. Beck's laughing her head off right now because she tries to follow my processes and systems inside of Purple Co. But I'm learning. So Purple Co grew from the ground up. It was just me. In the beginning, it was me and my mum who was doing my books. And now there's more than me. There's 9 of us. Plus we've got Sophie who's full-time. We've got bookkeeping. We've got other external staff. And then we're getting to that at the moment. Well, not staff, but people that come on board. But what you know in the beginning of building your practice, you don't know what you're going to need 10 years down the track. So you can only work with the information that you've got along the way. And you often feel time poor and cash strapped. Anyone else ever felt time poor and cash strapped? Just wondering. So going back to try and fix things or make process improvements feels like an invasion of your time and a drain on your purse, when you'd rather be spending it on other things like marketing and business development and more training and new logos and cool things like that. So I'm very good at putting band-aids on things. And I've talked about this before, but today Sophie and I were working through our CRM and email autoresponder. So we're changing from Infusionsoft to ActiveCampaign, and that process has not gone as smoothly as I would like and not gone as smoothly as we were sold. And that's because we don't know what we don't know. So we've gone to ActiveCampaign going, we need these things and we need it done this way. And they've gone, yep, we can do that. Yep, we can do that. Yep, we can do that. So they've done all the things that they said they would do. It's just we didn't realize that it's kind of like this layer on top and there's all these other layers underneath. And because we didn't know that these layers underneath needed attention, we didn't even know what those layers were, they haven't been done. So I'm left with a CRM that doesn't work. I'm left with no content email marketing working very well at the moment. If you're wondering why my emails have been sporadic and slow, it's because the friggin' back end of the system is driving us insane. So today I found somebody. We're going to work with Deb Eglin, because I've raved about Deb before, and she's going to come on board and she's going to actually set it up from the ground up properly as the business is now, so that all the development that I've done for the past 10 years, which has served me, not necessarily well, but it's served me, we can actually look at what does the business need now and what's it going to potentially need into the future. And I've gone and backfilled again. So Sophie and I are experts in this. I have made no bones about this. I am not your technology guru. I am not your online marketing guru. I get social. I love social. I know how to put a campaign together, but I don't want to be responsible for anybody else's campaigns. Let's be honest about that. So rather than more band-aids, more frustration, Sophie feeling like she's letting me down, Joe feel like she's letting Sophie down, we made the decision today that we're going to bring somebody on board to help us set this up properly from the beginning and actually grow our knowledge and skills and help our business grow. And why am I bringing that up? Because this is a massive, massive achievement for anyone who is so capable and so competent that they're used to doing everything themselves. Guess what, people? We don't have to. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Just because you've got the knowledge and skills to do something doesn't mean that that's something that you should be doing anymore. And as the owner in my business, who has a team of clinicians who do exceptional work, it's my job to keep them healthy and happy and fulfilled and educated and inspired and hopeful about their future. As a business owner with other support staff, it is my job to do exactly the same thing for them. So my responsibility now is to look at, I don't have to be the expert in making technology happen. I don't have to learn it all. I need to know enough to be able to delegate appropriately. Big on that. You got to know enough to be able to delegate appropriately. But I can't just hand this project over to somebody and say, set it up, because I won't understand what they've done. So I need to walk with them so that my knowledge is being updated and so my need for control is being appeased. So I am celebrating the fact that I was able to ask for help today. Woohoo! Go Joe! Yay! Woo, woo. Thank you, Beck. Ooh. Yes, Beck, letting go of your bookkeeping. Mwah! You don't have to do that, but you're probably capable and competent and able to use a bookkeeping program, but it's not the best use of your skills. What a waste. And well, it is a waste. Think of all those women's lives that you could be transforming when you're not bookkeeping and you're not worrying about whether or not you got your bookkeeping done right. It was the very, very first thing I ever gave up in my business, and I am so grateful that I did. Fortunately for me, I had my mum around then and I trusted her. So my experience with bookkeepers since then hasn't always been awesome, but it's, you know what, they're around, and building a relationship and making sure that you're compliant and having all of that stuff done at the end of the month and the end of the quarter, it will change your life. You will be able to predict income and future growth, and you will be able to make decisions on how you want to use your financial resources in your business. So I'm proud of you, Beck. That is awesome. That is going to free you up to get really excited about the other parts of your business. How do I know this? Because look how excited I am, because I no longer have to try and solve the problem of how to make Active Campaign work and Infusionsoft stop working. Whew. All the technology. Seriously, I did not know 20 years ago that there would be this much technology in our world. I'm not a futurist. I'm not the, what is that called? I don't take to things very quickly. I'm very suspicious. It's like, ooh, these are going to invade my life. Kind of like the Netflix series Broadchurch has invaded my life, but it's finished now, so I need them to finish the next series so it can invade my life again. Amber Hawley, lovely to see you. It's on this call today. Is this anything you're celebrating in your businesses? Anything that you're proud of? I am proud of the money discussions that have been had this week, despite the fact that I'm still terrified about what's going to be happening in my business. But thanks, Amber. But I'm getting more comfortable with the investment because I can see the growth and the leverage and the pressure that is going to come off me by making this investment. It's going to take me a little while to put it into action. I'm no longer in that space where I can do things at the drop of the hat. There's too many people involved and I need to bring them along. I've learnt enough self-awareness in the last 4 or 5 years to know that Jo running 16 miles ahead of everybody is not helpful for the people trying to keep up with her. It's about bringing people along and bringing people along. So it's the weekend here in Australia, which is beautiful. We have had the most amazing spring weather, which I'm incredibly grateful for, but it means it's time for tools down and switching off. I choose not to work on the weekends, although this weekend I will need to do some more work on my book. Haven't really enjoyed the book writing process this week. I will be incredibly on. Well, actually, it's not the book writing process. It is the revision of the book writing process that I have not enjoyed. But I'm looking forward to there being a Friday soon where I'm celebrating that Amber has sold out your retreat and your first online masterclass. Oh, high five. Look at you go. You know how often I do not hear people say they sold out something? I want to learn how to do that. I don't sell out anything. That is really, really cool. Congratulations. And if Melissa is, I'm assuming this is something you're doing with Melissa. If this is something, I'm really excited about that. And I will be one of the super FOMO people watching your social media posts of your retreat, wishing that I was there. If anyone has worked out a way for me to be able to commute between Sydney and LA that doesn't require a 14-hour plane ride, please let me know, because I'd really be into that. I'd love to be back over there hanging out with some of my LA, California people, but we'll just have to wait. So here's to the weekend and sparkly water that doesn't give me a migraine. And here's to making sure that we hug and love on our people in our world, taking care of ourselves in the process. This is Private Practice, and I look forward to sharing with you again next week.